And we're going to start with beets from local, right down in Greenfield. These are the beautiful beets. They're small, but lovely.
Small is good.
Small is great, yes. And they're nice and hard. This was $1. Come on, how can you go wrong, right?
Absolutely.
So what you do, no peeling. I just put them right into hot, boiling, salted water. Right here. And they're going to cook for, what do you think, about 40 minutes?
Till they get,
Till they get fork tender. So what you do is you take a nice fork, which I don't have right here, but you check and see how they're going to go. And so we'll leave them. And in the meantime, through the magic of TV, we
have beets all done. There they are.
have beets all done. Now these beets, we peeled. We peeled them after they were slightly cool. We put them in cold water, and here they are. Beautiful. Now, what we're going to do with the beets
I would like to know, yes. What are we going to do with the beets?
is make a salad. Okay? So Tinky will help me. I don't need the garlic right now because that's for the next recipe. And you could just maybe slice the beets.
I can slice the beet, you tell
And
me?
in the meantime, I will get a pan
Tell me
ready.
how big?
Okay, just
Like that?
take the end off. Yeah, and then give me a chunk.
Like that?
That, perfect. And another chunk like that. Beautiful.
Okay.
And those, the ends I won't use. I'll use them for pickled beets. This way we'll get two
Okay, so I'm going to keep the ends to one side.
side. And in the meantime, I'm going to just get this pan. I'm going to use one of these pans, a nice iron pan with some olive oil, just a little. And we're going to heat that slowly, just to get that done. And while Tinky's continuing, I'm going to show you the next stage, which is dipping them in a little bit of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to then do the eggs, which is just 2 eggs and a little water. I think the water makes the eggs
Fluff better?
fluff better, and for this recipe, it works quite well. So, I'm going to continue with the...
These are uneven. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Perfectly good. And these are going to be in a beet salad, in case I didn't tell you. They're going to be a warm beet salad.
The color is so beautiful.
It is. All right, now,
I'm going to have it all over me.
the one thing that I did forget,
Yes.
and I have to take care of that, is to get my panko, which I'm going to use panko, breadcrumbs.
Fancy schmancy. But if we didn't have the panko at home,
We would use the regular breadcrumbs. I just like this, if I can get the bag open. Let me see.
they're a little lighter.
They're a little lighter, and they sort of fluff up if you can get the bag open. This
You want
bag,
my knife?
this bag has been opened
Oh, it
before.
has. Here, look this. Shall I try with my...
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
You have fingernails. All right, so I need a little dish, excuse me. Whilst Tinky is continuing with that, I'm going to take this dish
We're almost done.
and I'm going to put the breadcrumbs in it. And then I'm going to dip these in the egg wash.
So flour, egg, crumbs.
Crumbs, and then crumbs. Nice. This is, you know, it's a little work, but the thing is that it really is quite showy. We like showy, don't we, Tinky?
Absolutely. We are flamboyant.
Yeah, we are flamboyant.
But I don't want these to be so full up with so showy. I'm going to walk off camera and wash my hands. Beets make a wonderful dye, so I
Well,
gotta get rid of them.
and not only that, is sometimes that you can use I should have offered Tinky some gloves, because when you're working with beets, sometimes people like to use gloves because they are so, they do stain your hands. So here you go. This is nice. You can let the kids work with you with this.
Okay.
Kids would have fun.
I have only mildly pink hands.
Much.
These are so pretty.
And we got
nice.
so much beets
I
now.
think they're going to be gorgeous.
They are.
You're so fast.
Hmm?
You're very fast.
Well, you know, in the restaurant, you don't have time to
Mess around.
especially if you're starting these things a little late and you want to get things done. Now, I have used these beets with the big beets. Do you know what I'm saying? The real big ones. Then you can call them beet steaks. And it's a great vegetarian option for people that aren't meat eaters.
You know.
Yeah.
Crumble. There we go. Come on,
I
no
made one
crumbs.
mistake, but nobody's going to be the
Nobody
wiser.
cares. What makes
No.
Do you want to tell us
You
what
put-
mistake you made?
Oh yeah, I double dipped.
You double dipped. Well, as long as you're not.
Eating it.
That's right.
All right, and let me do a few more. I just want to let them get the idea
You're so pretty.
of,
There's nothing more beautiful than that color.
no, you're doing good. And if you want to take a few more breadcrumbs from that bag.
I think it's a good idea.
and
Okay,
then-
little panko, let's go.
And as Tinky just said, you can use the
That's a
regular
thick one.
breadcrumbs.
Oh,
I mean, don't make it. And there's my old saying that I say every show practically, don't let it stop you from making it. If you don't have it, try something different. Because different is good, and it may be different, but it still is going to be good.
right, absolutely.
Absolutely. So I think we've done enough, don't you?
I think that we've probably done plenty.
All right, so I'm going to rinse my hands off. I'm going to go off camera, hopefully.
I will
Just
continue
rinse my hands
to crumb.
so I can go to the next
This
stage.
is such crummy food.
See, the beets are boiling away. Now this is just hot enough. You hear it sizzle.
Ooh.
And I'm going to just take
Get
these
out of the
beets.
Go
Take
beets.
these beets.
Yes, I'm in the way. Look
And,
how they're beginning to bubble.
and we're going to put them in the pan.
I love to watch Michael cook. This is so neat. Now we didn't do salt and pepper, is that
no,
right?
we didn't. Because we're going to have the cheese and we're going to have some black pepper at the end.
Mm.
So
So we'll be okay.
we'll be fine. But if you wanted to, Tinky, we could do that. You know what I mean? We could put salt and pepper in the breadcrumbs if you wanted. Look at that. I mean, is it perfect or what?
You knew what you were doing, as usual. Okay, you go for it.
Okay. And I'll put this in the back burner out of the way so we can see this. It won't take long because remember, they are already cooked. Excuse my back.
They are cooked.
All right.
And they're
I need-
beautiful. Huh?
And what I did is I just prepared this.
I'm going to get
for-
this.
All right, we'll
out of
take
the
this
way.
out of the way. And we can do a little quick cleanup. So we can see what this is going to look like. I'm going to do that right now. Put this away. Take this away.
There we go. We're getting organized. Now I have to go wash my hands again.
All right.
I'm sorry.
And then I'm going to check on these. So they're not quite ready yet, but I don't want them to burn. I'm going to just put just a touch more oil.
So we want them to just brown on the inside, is that it?
That's
And it's
all.
only a couple of minutes.
It's only a couple minutes, but it seems like they take time, and we're just going to let them do their thing.
Now, if people are at home, Michael, if they don't have a gorgeous old iron pot like this, what are they going to
No
use?
stick 'em
Whatever-
pan.
No stick, non-stick?
Yeah, I mean, that's not one of my favorite pans, as you know, but they can use a cast iron. One of the cast iron pans. You have cast iron.
What you have?
Brown's lovely. Now, see, you can usually see,
Ooh.
yeah, they're just starting to get
Little golden brown.
brown, and they might get a little darker on the other side. And so whichever side turns out to be the prettiest
Will be on top.
will be on top.
Ah. Oh, they're so pretty.
See how the panko really works nicely?
Crumb, yeah. But you still got that little hint of purple pink. Oh.
And when you see them on the lettuce leaves,
Gorgeous.
give them a little shake. Color, very nice.
Would you mind if I turn down your beets?
No.
They're making me nervous. Thank you.
There we go. And then the beets, as I say, 40 minutes. And these have been cooked. So this is the last stage. If you do your beets in the morning, the last stage is the evening of your dinner party or whatever. This is something that you would do for company. Okay, I think that's good.
Okay.
Let me just look. I
Take
just
a
want to
peek at
see.
those little bottoms.
They're just nice. Perfect. Okay, so now we'll plate those up and we'll add what we're going to add.
Yeah, cheese. I love cheese.
Cheese
Okay.
is always good. So, here we go. We're going to plate these up.
They smell good.
This is what is going to be
It's so pretty.
a warm beet salad.
I can't believe I didn't bring my camera.
Well, luckily they were on TV.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we could have done this and nobody would ever see it. But I like the idea of the lettuce with the red.
Red leaf lettuce,
With
yeah.
that sort of works nicely. And that's from that lovely farm stand in Greenfield.
Huh.
All right.
And your pretty green plate.
And the next thing we're going to put on it is some of Carolyn Hillman's lovely, I left this at room temperature, goat cheese. Cheddar.
We don't get to taste it yet, though, right?
No,
We have to wait till
we have to wait.
finish the meal.
Well, listen, it's going to still be lovely.
I just thought maybe we would have to taste one.
I think you could take it. I want you to taste it, just so we know.
Where are the forks? I might just grab it.
Why don't you
Would
just
that be
grab
okay?
it with your
Would that be
impeccably clean hands?
They're very clean. I just washed
I
them
want to
4
make
times.
sure you have some.
Oh,
some-
look, I'll just move that little piece
Okay.
of goat cheese onto my... Mmm.
Huh? They're not done yet.
They're
Because
perfect.
what we're going to
Oh,
do
they're fine.
is we're going to put a little bit of lemon juice.
Oh, Michael, you know what's...
Just to spark it up. Now the next thing is
More?
we're going to no,
I'm just
yes,
eating.
there's more to come. We're taking some pine nuts. Now you could use walnuts. You could use pecans. You could use anything. But in this case, we're going to use some pine nuts and just some. You could mix sometimes I mix the chives in with Carolyn's cheese. But in this case, I'm just going to snip some fresh chives from the garden.
I'm going to finish this.
And I just want to get these a little toasty. They don't take long and don't go away. Don't answer the phone. No way. How many times have I burnt? That's one of these things. How many times have I burnt?
And those little
Pine
guys are
nuts.
hard. But you wait till they're just a little bit brown and you can smell them a tiny bit.
Exactly. But see, these are little tricks that, you know, we've made mistakes through the years.
Well,
I have. Speak for yourself. Now, we've done this many, many times, and sometimes people say, oh, put them in the oven on a cookie sheet. Forget it. You'll never remember they're in there.
those are perfect.
These are
They've got a
perfect.
little brown. Oh, it's so beautiful. Except for where I took out my beet. I'm sorry.
There we
Ruined your
go.
presentation.
It's done, and that is going to be lovely. You put
And
a
what's
few...
nice about it is that you've got your smooth beet, your crunchy panko crumbs, your soft creamy cheese, and then your little bits of other things. Just the consistency and the
Yeah.
flavors.
So there you go, and that's not hard. Come on, we did it in real time. No trouble.